Hello nerds, Steven here. Today we're diving into Mistborn, the deck-building game, and focusing on taking down a very tough adversary of the game, the Lord Ruler. Whether you're playing solo or in co-op mode, I'm going to walk you through some of our favorite tips and tricks to help you defeat that pesky Lord Ruler and secure the victory. First, here is a misprint in the game that commonly trips a lot of people up. On some of the Lord Ruler's Edict cards, as well as on the Dominance card, you'll see the text, "Kill an ally." Now, don't panic. This actually means to discard an ally. Yep, that's right. It's a misprint and it should read discard, not kill. Let's talk about missions for a second. In co-op or solo play, something important to remember is that to complete a mission, only one player needs to achieve the top reward. This is great because it means you don't have to worry about every player completing a mission simultaneously, which gives you more flexibility in your strategy. If Luthadel Garrison happens to be one of your missions, here is a little trick. When you get the first player bonus to kill an ally, instead of discarding another player's ally, you actually remove one shield on any adversary. Start with the furthest left shield and work your way to the right. This little bonus can really help weaken the Lord Ruler's forces and make your job a bit easier. The same rule applies to the bottom power of the Assassinate card, so keep that in mind. Speaking of co-op play, here's something that might surprise you. You can attack adversaries in front of any player, not just those directly in front of you. This opens up more opportunities for strategic gameplay, especially when you're dealing with those tough enemies and trying to coordinate attacks with your teammates. Now here's a fun variation I like to play when I'm going solo with two hands. First, draw 3 random missions. Then choose 2 characters that you feel are best suited for the mission at hand. This variation adds an extra layer of challenge and strategy to the game, as you're essentially playing as 2 players but with a more personalized mission focus. Here's a crucial tip. Sacrifice your players after completing the first 3 missions. After completing them, you can do damage to the Lord Ruler and he won't heal anymore. It's a risky move, but if you're behind on damage, this could be the final push you need to finish him off. Speaking of healing, each player should focus on a separate mission track to prevent the Lord Ruler from healing too much. If everyone's focusing on the same track, you risk giving the Lord Ruler time to heal up. So spread out and hit him from all sides. When you're up against the Lord Ruler, make sure you use the Kill an Ally cards effectively. If you have DPS characters, that's damage per second characters, focus on doing damage to his allies. Let your non-DPS characters take care of the Kill an Ally effects, so your DPS can keep dishing out that sweet damage. When it comes to buying allies, prioritize purchasing just the right ones. Don't go overboard with too many allies. You want to balance your deck to ensure you have enough flexibility to handle the Lord Ruler's challenges, but not get bogged down by unnecessary allies that don't add value to your strategy. Now, when the Lord Ruler hits level X equals 5, it's time to start flaring all your medals. This is crucial because your medals will refresh right after X equals 6, giving you a huge advantage going into the final rounds of the game. Don't wait too long. Start flaring early and be prepared for a powerful end-game push. Right before the Lord Ruler hits X equals 4, he tells you to flare your medals or take damage. But here's the thing. Only flare the medals you don't typically burn. I see so many people flaring zinc because they have cards to refresh that medal, when in reality, you should be saving that medal token to be able to use it. And there you have it, nerds! With these tips and tricks, you'll be well on your way to toppling the Lord Ruler in Mistborn, the deck-building game. Whether you're playing solo or in co-op, these strategies will give you a fighting chance against the greatest threat of the final empire. I hope these tips will help you the next time you take on the challenge. If you enjoyed this video, don't miss our interview with John D. Clare, the creator of the game, where he shares valuable tips and tricks. Until next time, keep it nerdy.